Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz, and this is for the six-figure agent program. Today we're going to be talking about open houses. Open houses, the next step, right? First off, open houses, what are they? Open houses are an opportunity. When it comes to a real estate agent, open houses should really be one of your bread and butter things to do. Now let's talk about truths. I tell when I go on listings, I tell listing clients, potential listing clients, people I'm going to list and sell their house. I tell them all the time. I say, look, open houses a majority of the time are not there to get your house sold. Now, of course, most people that are real estate agents, they don't want to tell the person that they're working with that that's a truth. But in my opinion, I just tell them right up front. Now, it's a matter of what you do with that open house that actually potentially could bring somebody to purchase that home or not. But at the end of the day, let's talk about the truth first, and then we'll talk about how to adjust the truth to actually make it to where it's beneficial for your client as well. The number one truth when it comes to real estate agents and open houses is this. Open houses are there to generate business for the real estate agent, not to sell the house. It's unfortunate. I'm not a fan of that belief, which is why I adjust it. We're going to talk about that, but that is a truth. The goal is that you're putting out a house, you're going to have buyers coming through that are at that price point. You're looking for specific types of homes that are going to generate enough interest and foot traffic where you're getting a ton of people in and you're getting new buyers, potentially new listings. You should get listings off of it as well. Now let's talk about how I adjust it. I don't like that idea. I said that multiple times. I'm not a huge fan. So I tried to and have successfully done it. Create a way, and it's a process. It's a lot of work, and I'm going to tell you it's a lot of work. But create a process to where not only am I going to get a lot of business, I'm going to get buyers and sellers, but I'm also going to be bringing in people that are genuinely interested in the home that I'm selling, and potentially get somebody that's going to show up and either write a contract on site with me, or they're going to go back, talk to their agent, or they brought their agent. They're going to write a contract as well and say, or write an offer, and say, I want to buy the house. So it all starts with Monday. Okay. So if you've done an open house on Saturday or Sunday, Monday is the number one day. First thing you should do on Monday is you're sitting down and you're following up with all of the people that you met at the open house on Monday, on Saturday or Sunday when you did the open house. First off, you should be doing a minimum of 6 to 8 open houses per month. You should be doing 6 to 8 open houses per month. So you figure each month you have 2 weekends at a minimum. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 available. You should be doing 6. And you could even break that up depending on where your home is in your market. You could break it up and do maybe a Wednesday, you could do a Friday, you could do a Thursday. You just really got to look at what that market is and how it works and how you can get people out. Now, the next thing that you should talk about is on Monday, I always want to start identifying what is the next open house I'm going to do. I want to have that open house identified no later than Wednesday. So on Monday, either A, you have listings. If you have a listing, you've identified your open house. If you have a listing and you don't want to do that open house, well, then pick a different one. So now let's talk about that. I'll come back, once I come back around to Saturday and Sunday, I'll talk about Monday again, because Monday is actually a work day for your clients and for the open house and for the listing agent if you got somebody else's open house. So now let's go on to Tuesday. Tuesday, the main goal is to identify an open house. If you don't have a listing and you need an open house, this is when you either need to start grinding on the phones, you need to start grinding on emails, or you got to start grinding your brokerage. So you run in, you see your broker, or you run into other agents that are in the brokerage, say, hey, do you have a house that is available for me to hold open? The homes that you should be looking for are hot commodity homes. They're going to be in a sweet price point. They're going to have minimal days where they've been on the market. So depending on what the days on market are, let's say the days on market are 30 days and it's only been on the market a week. Fantastic. That's a great house. If it's a house that's ideally vacant, and I usually search vacants only, or only go and look and search for vacants. And the reason why is in our market, there's a lot of people that actually list homes with agents that are not local to the area. They're listing with agents that are an hour or 2 hours away. So I reach out to those agents. They're never going to do an open house, or they're not doing open houses. Or you'll find that there's homes that have been on the market a really long time. The agent isn't even around. It's getting ready to expire. And you end up holding open house and you're like, wow, I never get any service or follow-ups with any agents I've been working with. Well, I'm local. Well, great. It's getting ready to expire this week. Would you like to listen to my house? So coming up on Tuesday, it's all about grinding. Get on the phone. You can find a list of agents that are going to be in your area. You can find a list of agents by their email as well. You can find brokerages, and you just need to grind. You got to call. You got to email. What's going to happen, I actually put them into my CRM. What's going to happen is you start building relationships, especially with the absent agents, the agents that aren't in that area, because I really only go after vacant homes. You're going to start building a list where they really start to love you, because I'm always going to take care of those agents. Here's the thing. As I start creating material, and I'm going to tell you my script, but as I start creating material and I start marketing it, as I start trying to find buyers for this house, when I do the open house, I'm going to be feeding all this information to the agent so the agent can go back to their client and say, hey, you wouldn't believe what's been getting done. Marketed it. We had 130 people that came in as potential buyer leads. We had 80 people that came through as a walkthrough for the open house. So they can say whatever they want. I'm trying to get the open house and get the business. Now, that's on Tuesday. Wednesday, it has to be identified because Wednesday is when you start doing the work. Wednesday, that open house should be posted on Zillow and Trillia. Okay, it should be posted on Zillow and Trillia. If you have your listing, you should at a minimum have a premier agent status. It's pretty cheap. If you don't have premier agent status, then if it's somebody else's listing, you need to ask if they'll post it up. Or your broker could have premier agent status, but you want to make sure that they post it up as an open house. Another way of doing it is if you're so like for us in San Diego, Standard Core does not propagate to Zillow or Trillia, but if you actually put it into the MLS, depending on the area, it propagates automatically into Zillow and Trillia. The reason why I want it done on Wednesday is usually at the most, it's going to take 24 hours for it to propagate to Zillow and Trillia. People sit down and start looking for the open house. They start looking for houses. They start looking at what they want to buy Thursday and Friday night. They get home from work, like, we're going to go out this week and we're going to buy our dream house. They sit down, they start doing this search, and guess what? You posted it up, and they say, well, look, this house is fantastic. It's what we're looking for, and there's an open house on Saturday. Let's go there. So that's why you need to identify it on Wednesday. Now, come Thursday, what you should be doing, that's when you really start doing a marketing blitz. So you can do Facebook blasts, and basically Facebook blasts are taking that property using your lead capture system. If you have Boomtown, if you have Firepoint, if you have Sync, you're actually going to take it from your website or your little lead page, and you're going to post up that specific house on Facebook onto your business page, onto your personal page, and you're going to start putting it into all of the different local groups or groups where it can get vision or oversight from other people that could be looking to buy a house. You need to put up something very simple. Don't get crazy with this. Check out this open house I'm going to be holding on Saturday. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I actually put it's going to be fire once, and unfortunately they had just had a fire in the area. Awful. Don't do that. Right? So keep it pretty neutral. Keep it short. Make sure you follow all of your requirements in your market. So like here in California, because I'm in Riverside County, I'm in San Diego. In your market, you need to make sure that you got to put your BRE, right? You also need to put the brokerage's BRE. So make sure you put the right information, the brokerage's information as well. So make sure you put in your required information, but outside that, keep it short, keep it sweet, and then put it out there. What's going to happen, you're going to naturally and organically start generating buyer leads. You're going to start generating buyer leads. That's also going to be your time Thursday. If you want to do paid advertisements, whether it's going to be a boost or if it's going to be a Facebook ad, that's your time to start running it. You're going to run it from the start of Thursday all the way through the run of your open house. So if you have an open house on Saturday or Sunday, that's when you do it. Now, next day, we're moving to Friday. Guess what you should do on Friday? 10, 10, 20. So 10, 10, 20. You're going to jump up. You're going to circle dial. You're going to find 10 houses to the right, 10 houses to the left, and 20 across the street at a minimum. Ideally, because you're circle dialing, you should be making 100 to 200 calls, depending on the call system that you have. And then you're going to sit down and call everybody around that open house. You're going to inform them about the open house. You're going to let them know when it's going. You're going to let them know about the price. And then you're also going to ask them for business. Ask them for business. Hey, are you potentially looking to buy or sell a house? Do you know anybody that is? What we found is most homes are sold by one of the neighbors that live in the area because they know somebody that wants to move there. Do you know anybody that's looking to move to this area? Move to your area? Great. What's their name? What's their number? Can you put me in contact with them? So you're going to circle dial. In the afternoon, guess what you're going to do next? You're going to go knock doors. You're actually going to go knock doors. So you're going to do 10, 10, 20, 10 to the left, 10 houses to the left, 10 houses right, 20 across the street. At a minimum, you're going to hit 40 homes. You're going to drop a flyer. It's going to have all the open house information. You're going to let them know when you're going to be there. It's going to show some quality photos. And the goal is that you're actually creating content information that's high quality. It looks really good. It's catchy because one of these homes where you might drop this flyer, they might actually be looking to sell. Being able to have that first impression to say, look, this guy goes above and beyond. He called me. He left this flyer. He's got this. He's got that. I saw a sign. It's all about perception. That's Friday. Now it's the open house. It's Saturday. First thing you should do. Same thing. You go knock doors right before you go to the open house. After you get done knocking doors, I'll let them know when you're doing the open house. You go drop signs. You should be dropping a minimum of 15 signs. Minimum of 15 open house signs. Now, again, I have to go ahead and throw this in there. It's possible that in your local market or your local area, they may have rules or regulations that keep you from putting out signs. Just know what you, so example, like in Carlsbad, when we sell homes in Carlsbad, you're not allowed to put out open house signs. Some agents do it. Their signs get picked up. Signs cost money. or you can also get fined. So know what the rules are. But if the rules don't dictate, put out a minimum of 15 signs. You need to hit major arteries and runways, directing and leading people to your open house. Now, this is going to serve multiple purposes. A, it's directing people to your open house. You're going to get a lot of people to show up off of that. But B, everybody in the area starts to see you, your brand, your name, your phone number, and what you're about, and they see that you're out there working. And they're going to notice the other people that are not out there working. Okay? If they see you out there every weekend, 2 times a weekend, 8 times, and you're putting out like 20, 30, 40 different open house signs, and they see you everywhere, they're going to call you and say, yeah, I called you because I see you everywhere. That's what you're looking for. And then at the open house, when you actually stand that thing open, if nobody's showing up, you should be hammering social media. You should be doing a live video. You should be jumping on there. You should be calling people. You should be inviting people. And you should be hitting up other agents in the area, knowing what open houses are coming and saying, hey, do me a favor. If you send people to my open house, I'll send people to your open house. That's what I got. There's open houses for you. I wish you had done it faster, but I mean, this is an important topic. It's a major pipeline for a lot of agents. So if you listen to the whole 10 minutes and 45 seconds of this, I hope you really got something out. If you did, do me a favor, leave me a comment. If you didn't, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Tell me why you didn't get anything out of it. On top of that, like, share, comment. Make sure you like this. Make sure you share it. Do me a favor, subscribe. Start telling people what I'm doing. If you like what I'm doing and it's actually giving you value, please do me a favor. Ask other people to subscribe to this. Subscribe yourself if you haven't subscribed. That's all I got. Appreciate you. Six Figure Agent Program, KSA Kris, Real Estate Blitz. Talk to you later. Bye.